This is day 2 of the limiting reactant lab, and I'm going to try to use it without my microphone. I want to see if the recording's better. And on day 2, so you should have a beaker with your name in it that you put in the drawer. And when you get the beaker, you may see crystals or you may not. Now, if you don't, you can take a glass stir rod, or you can actually use the end of the rubber policeman and just kind of try to scratch the bottom of the beaker, the glass, and sometimes that will start crystals forming. Also, ask your instructor to get some ice water. So if your instructor forgets to get you some really cold water, sometimes placing it in cold water will make the crystals form. So you're also going to need a watch glass. Write your name on it. You can use marker. And a piece of filter paper. This is larger than the filter paper we used when we were filtering with the funnel. And you put your name on it. Don't use marker on that. It's better to use pencil. Also, if you want, you can fold this in half twice so it's actually in quarters. And so what that does is it kind of makes actually, I think I like it better this way. So you kind of want to make a little bowl out of it so your crystals don't fall out. It kind of helps it to sit in the watch glass. Get the mass of this, the watch glass and the filter paper together. Make sure you write that down. And if you have really nice crystals, you can go ahead and start funneling. So you'll need a piece of filter paper that fits the funnel. Make sure you have the right size. Again, remember to use DI water. So turn on the vacuum, put a little bit of distilled water in there so that the filter paper stays flat on the funnel. And if you have real nice crystals, just go right ahead and pour them in. If you want to get a little extra, you could use a little water or maybe even a little ethanol. The water, I don't know if the water might dissolve it. That might not be a good idea. Try to scratch it out as much as you can with the rubber policeman, and then you can use a little bit of ethanol. This is ethanol. Don't drink it, please. Okay, and you can, put the ethanol over your crystals. Hopefully you'll have crystals by now. You can put a little bit in here too if there's a little bit left in your beaker. Make sure you turn off the vacuum, unhook it. Now this is kind of the hard part. Oh, I made a mistake. Big mistake. I told you to use a big piece of funnel paper. Nope. The funnel paper you're supposed to write your name on is this one. Don't fold it. Big mistake. Sorry about that. That's all right. People make mistakes. So, because what you're going to have to do, your crystals are on here. I suppose you could do it the other way. If you wanted to use the big one, then you could do it either way. Take the original big one I told you about. You could try to scrape the crystals out. That might work. Because the other one is if you use the small paper, students were having a really hard time getting this out. Last time, it's really hard to get it out. But you're supposed to get out the filter paper and then put it on the watch glass. Yeah, maybe my original was, you can do either way you want, but make a decision. If you use the small one, make sure you put your name on it and it fits the funnel paper. You're going to have to get that out. Or if you don't want to deal with that, you can go ahead and get the big one, get the mass of that, and then just use the rubber policeman to try to get the crystals out. Once you've done that, hand it to me. I'll put it in an oven. We'll dry it. And make sure you rinse everything out real good, okay? With water, and throw away the funnel paper. Thank you. I hope you get good crystals.